DeepSeek R1 was the spark that changed everything. In 2025, it proved a reasoning AI could score higher than human PhD experts on graduate-level science questions. And it taught itself to think using pure trial and error, a breakthrough that every major model now uses in 2026. In the next 9 minutes, I'll break down exactly how this 671 billion parameter brain worked, how it forced the giants to rethink architecture, and why it remains the foundation of reasoning AI. I analyzed over 40 sources for this retrospective, including the original DeepSeek R1 research paper published in Nature, peer-reviewed comparative studies from R1, and the real developer discussions that documented the shift. No sponsors, no affiliations, just the data. Let me start with the fundamental question. What actually made a reasoning model different from the AI that came before it? Before the reasoning revolution, models like GPT-4o were essentially sophisticated autocomplete. They predicted the most likely next word based on patterns, but they weren't truly thinking. They were incredibly good at it, but it was pattern matching at superhuman speed, not logical deduction. DeepSeek R1 introduced something fundamentally different. It wrote out its thinking process step by step before giving an answer, like showing your work on an exam. It literally used special think tags to separate its internal reasoning from the final answer. You could watch it debate itself, catch mistakes, and change direction mid-calculation. Here's why that mattered in practice. In a real scientific computing test published on arXiv, DeepSeek R1 looked at a complex physics equation and said, quote, "This might be a stiff system. Using an implicit method like backward Euler would be better." Non-reasoning models tried brute force and got exponentially wrong answers. That was the difference between thinking and guessing. The key insight from users at the time? Reasoning models dominated on problems with clear right or wrong answers, math, code, logic puzzles, but could underperform on fuzzy, subjective tasks where there's no single correct solution. Keep that in mind as we go deeper. Now let's talk architecture, because this is where DeepSeek's engineering genius really changed the industry. DeepSeek used something called Mixture of Experts, or MOE. Think of it like a hospital. You don't send every patient to every doctor. A triage nurse, called a router, sends you to the right specialist. DeepSeek had 671 billion total parameters organized into hundreds of specialized expert subnetworks. But here's the trick. For any single question, only 37 billion parameters activated, the ones most relevant to the specific problem. It was like having a brain with 671 billion neurons but only firing the 37 billion most useful ones for each task. This is why DeepSeek cost roughly 55 cents per million input tokens versus Claude's $3, about 96% cheaper. Massive knowledge without massive compute bills. IBM researchers validated that this mixture of experts approach is what let DeepSeek compete with trillion-dollar companies. While spending a fraction on training, it was clever engineering beating brute force spending. And because they published this openly, it became the foundation for the next generation of models we use today. DeepSeek didn't learn to reason by studying human examples. They used pure reinforcement learning, a technique called Group Relative Policy Optimization, or GRPO. The process worked like this. Ask the model a math problem, check the answer with code verification, and reward correct answers while punishing wrong ones. Repeat thousands of times. During training, researchers observed what they called an aha moment. Around 4,000 training iterations in, the model spontaneously started self-checking its reasoning. It would pause mid-calculation and reconsider its approach. This was not programmed. It emerged entirely on its own through reinforcement. The results were staggering. The model went from 15.6% accuracy on Olympiad math to 77.9%, just through trial and error. With additional training, it hit 86.7%, surpassing the average human mathematician. According to the Nature publication, this was the first research to validate that reasoning could be incentivized purely through reinforcement learning, a genuine breakthrough in how we train machines to think. Developers at the time called it the most important AI paper of 2025, a sentiment that holds up perfectly in 2026. Let's talk numbers, because those early benchmarks set the stage for the models we use today. DeepSeek crushed math. 97.3% on math, 500 versus Claude's 78 to 88%. On the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, it scored nearly 80%. And its specialized variants won actual gold medals, competing against the best human mathematicians on the planet. On graduate-level science questions, DeepSeek R1 scored 71.5%, actually outscoring the average human PhD expert. That was the moment we realized AI could do more than just summarize. It could investigate. These results were validated across ML Commons and Bench LM, solidifying DeepSeek's place in history. But Claude fought back on different dimensions: language quality, safety, and instruction following. On retrieving information from massive documents, Claude remained the gold standard. For creative writing and nuanced judgment, it was, and often still is, the stronger choice. The trade-off was speed. Reasoning took much longer, hundreds of seconds compared to the near-instant responses of earlier models. We were trading speed for depth. Early adopters had mixed experiences, but they all agreed on one thing: the era of the black box AI was over. We could now see the thinking. Looking back from 2026, the full picture is clear. DeepSeek didn't just build a model, they built a new paradigm of machine intelligence. A system that teaches itself to reason, activates only what it needs, and produces behaviors we never explicitly programmed. Today we see its impact in every logic-heavy AI application. While Claude wins on safety and retrieval, DeepSeek's legacy is the machine's ability to think step by step through any complexity. The real legacy was democratization. By publishing their breakthroughs openly, they let everyone build on their success, changing the game for researchers everywhere. One quick clarification: OpenCoder was a separate project focused on code, but both represent the same movement that revolutionized our industry. Two distinct paths, but one shared destination: a future where the world's most powerful reasoning engines belong to everyone. This retrospective was compiled from independent opinions and academic papers to give you an unbiased look at the spark that started it all. If this breakdown helped you understand the reasoning revolution, hit subscribe. I do deep, unbiased explainers like this every week. Drop a comment below. How has reasoning AI changed your work in the last year? I read every comment. And if you want to see a head-to-head test of the latest 2026 models, let me know. I'll make it happen.